My name's Wayne, and I want to tell you a story. It's a story about autistic people and people with ADHD and people with learning difficulties. Sometimes life feels a bit too loud, too fast, too much. And when they're feeling overwhelmed, it's often hard for them to find the right words to say. So sometimes feelings come out in ways that don't get across what they're feeling. And their thoughts, their actions, their behavior can sometimes be difficult for people. And that's where positive behavioral support, or PBS, comes in. PBS starts from the simple idea behavior is communication. It's the brain saying, I need help. I don't feel safe. I'm overwhelmed. In Lambeth, people and families who were receiving PBS support, we wanted to find out from them how they thought PBS was working. And so we wanted to listen to them. And then we prepared a report. And the report's not about judging. It's just about listening to everybody who's been going through this experience. So we spent time with people and their family. We asked what helped them. We asked what was difficult, what was hard. We asked how PBS really felt. At first, some people told us that they felt a bit nervous. They weren't sure if they could be understood. They hadn't felt heard before. Some of the people said something important was happening. What was really important was they felt respected. They said PBS workers were calm, they didn't rush, and they took time to listen. One person really said, they actually listened to me, almost like it was the first time somebody had really listened to them. And that made a big difference to people. When people feel listened to, when bodies feel safer, the brain calms down, and when things are calmer, it feels easier. So people told us all about small changes that helped them a lot. Things like pictures, visual timetables, and really knowing what was going to happen next. For some people, pictures meant they didn't have to guess anymore. They could actually show people what they were feeling, what they were wanting. And one family told us that once they started using the pictures with the staff in PBS, that everything started to make more sense. And they had fewer difficult times when people were feeling overwhelmed. Members of the family felt like their understanding was improved. People also told us about some things that were still hard. Many said the support came too late. They'd been struggling for a long time to get support, and they were already exhausted before people actually turned up to help. One person said PBS helped, but we were already worn out. It was because support didn't arrive early enough. Even so, many people did say PBS did make life easier, that they had had fewer crises, homes felt calmer, people felt more helpful. But some young people shared another feeling too. They were worried. They were worried about what would happen next. What if the support stopped? What if things become overwhelming again? One of the most important things people told us, it was about having a voice. People said that voices mattered because decisions were being made with them and not for them. Being heard mattered just as much as the support itself. So when we asked, what do you want to happen next? People were clear. They wanted help earlier, before things reached breaking point. They wanted information that made sense, and they wanted support that suddenly disappeared. They want people to keep listening, because when someone listens, it changes everything. This is what PBS report tells us. PBS can help respect and listening and making sure that people feel heard.